Hello everyone, this is Hetal Korea. Welcome to part 12 of CorelDRAW video series. In this video we are going to cover the curves, that is line tool, freehand tool, 2-point line tool, bezier tool, node editing enhancement. Okay, so let's begin with it. Now let's take one new document. So for new document, take one new document. Okay. And over here you can see your tools are available, that is freehand tool, point tool, bezier tool, pen tool, B-spline, then polyline and many other tools are available. Okay, now let us see first is what is 2-point line, a freehand tool. Now freehand tool you can basically use for drawing any freehand object. Okay, freehand as the name say, you can create your own object as you want. Okay, anything like object you can see, your own font or own design you can draw using it, works as a pencil. Okay, now the next tool is 2-point line tool. Now what does it do? Line tool means it is obviously used for drawing lines, you can, as it is named. So I will click here and I will keep on dragging it, I won't leave my mouse. Okay, so what does it do? It's drawing line for me. I can draw any line, slant line, diagonal line, up down, any line. Okay, but if you want, what if you want straight line? But for let's say for example this is my straight line, but it is straight or no, I don't know. So what I will do, I will click on shift. The shift line will, I mean I'm right now I'm clicking shift, so it not so you can see at proper angle my line is coming. Okay, like I can see now I can move so freely, but when I click on shift I cannot move, I can only move at a particular angle. Okay, so first I want this line to be straight. Okay, so this is my straight line and I will leave my cursor over here. Again, what if you want to draw rectangle using this line tool? So you can come here, over there you can see this node. Okay, from that node also you can draw your line tool and take and you can draw one line. Okay, so same way you can also again start from here, as you get a node point, then you can again draw your line and you can stop over here. Okay, see, and again you can go from here and you can draw. Now see, I'm clicking over here this node, you can see this line is not proper, I'm not getting this line. Actually this line is slant, but this is not rectangle. So what I can do, I can go to shape tool and I can adjust my line and get my line straight. Okay, so this is how you can draw your rectangle also using your free line 2-point line tool. Okay, so one more thing in line option, suppose I have drawn my line. Okay, this is my line. Now what if I want to increase the size of the line, the thickness of the line, I can increase as much as I want. Okay, then you can, if you want dotted lines or any of the lines, you can take it from here. If you want any arrowhead at the end of the line, you can change it from here also. You can take here any arrowhead, you can see here. Okay, this arrowhead is added likewise. Okay, so this is how you can change your arrowhead. You can use this, you can use this for any traffic symbol. Okay, traffic symbol, designing traffic symbol or something, or and likewise. Okay, arrowhead. Okay, for indication you can use it. So over here we have again two properties, that is perpendicular 2-point line and transitional 2-point line. Now what does it do? Let's get page. So over here we can see I'm drawing one line. Okay, now I can, as I draw one line over here, you can see again I'm drawing this line over here. So I can move this line all over my base line. So what does it do? This is, now you can understand what is perpendicular 2-point line. This it will perpendicularly draw my line. Again I am clicking on this node and I can again draw one line and perpendicularly I can move that line. Okay, so this is how you can draw your, and again you have to shift and you can do shift also to get your, again I am doing this and again I am going up. Likewise you can draw your staircase type effect, and easily see you can draw your staircase type effect. Okay, Now again you can draw from here and you can come here down. Then you can move from here. You can move like this. Okay? So this is how you can draw your any object using this perpendicular line also. So let's undo all this thing. Now the next option is your transitional option. What does it do? Suppose I'm drawing one line, okay, and I'm drawing another line. So I can move this line in all the 360 angles. So let's say for example I want to draw frequency. So I can draw like this. Okay? I will click on this node and you can get my sine wave frequency likewise. Okay, so this is how you can draw your sine wave frequency also using this 2-point line tool. Okay. Now let's see our different. Also, you can change the line or color or line. Okay, so for example, this is my. Then I can change the color of my line. You can see, or you can change your color of the line from here also. Double click on this and you can change the color of your line, thickness of the line. As you can see here. Its color also is changed. Likewise, you can change its color also. Now next is freehand tool also is used. Now the next is B-spline pen tool. Let's see for pen tool. Okay, so next tool is a Bezier tool. Now I'm clicking this point over here. Again, I want to click over here, so it will automatically get it required nodes. So what if I want to change the I want to add curve to it? So what I will do, I will click on the node and drag my mouse, and you can see I can get my curves very easily to do if you want any object using these curves. Okay. This is how a Bezier tool is used. Now next tool is pen tool. Pen tool is very simple and almost everyone is familiar with this tool. Basically this pen tool is also used for giving curves. So I would recommend rather than using Bezier tool for curves, you can use pen tool. It is very flexible to use. And if Photoshop pen tool is used for, if your pen tool is used for selection purpose, where it can be used for drawing also. Now if you want a sine wave using your Bezier tool, that is also possible. Let's say I have clicked here, I click here, and when I will click here, I won't release my mouse. I will just keep it as it is. I will keep it as it is and drag my mouse like this. Okay. Now what if I do the same over here? Okay. Now I am clicking here, so it will give me the sine wave as it is. You can see the sine wave you can use in your electronic drawings. Okay, this is how you can use your Bezier tool effectively. Now the next tool is your B-spline tool. What does it do? Basically, B-spline tool is used for curving purpose. It is used for object which has many curves. Let's say for example I am clicking here and I am clicking one line. When I will go down, it is automatically take my curve. Okay. Let's say for example I want this curve. Now when I go like this, it will take my curve. It won't give me straight line, it only give me curve. I'll click here. Okay, so now you can see one object, curved object, it will always give you smooth results, curved results. So this is why this is how you can use your B-spline tool. Also you can fill this because this is a closed object. You should remember one thing, fill color is only applied to the object which has a closed object, means it should not be broken. Now the next tool is our polyline tool. Now what does it do? It is now polyline tool. What does it do? It is, first of all, there are two use of the polyline. With freehand also you can draw. It is the same thing, like you can draw anything, or you can just draw it as a freehand drawing, like clicking the mouse. If you want to release this, double click on it and you can get your object ready. Okay, so this is a polyline tool. It is used for drawing any of the polygon you want. Okay, it is also used for filled object, filler object, and also for any drawing. And if you want to release, double click it. So this is so simple. Now next tool is this last tool is 3-point curve tool. So our next tool is 3-point tool. It gives you permission to draw any curve using a 3-point. Okay, so placing a 3-point on your paper. Like for example, I'm clicking here. It won't show any action. Okay, so what you have to do is click on this next line. Okay. Sorry. This is my line, and you can see the third point. You can place it anywhere over here. You can give your deepness of your object. Now this is your point is available first, second, and third. So this is how your 3-point tool is used. All of these properties are almost same. You can change it and you can apply it, which is available, which is limited. Okay. So this was all about the curves in this lecture. Thank you.